Hi there, crafters. This is Pam with Pam's Paper Place. I will have these Christmas journals, or TN size, listed in my Etsy later this afternoon. They're about 8.5 by 4.5, and they're basically the same, just different papers. This one, I think I'll call this one Poinsettia or Poinsettia. And this one I'll probably call Deer because it has a little deer pattern to it. This one I'll call, I'll call this one Jingle. And this one I'll call it song sheet because it has some music, or I'll call it music sheet. So those are the 4, and I'll see how many I can do. Maybe 2 and then the other 2, or maybe I can do all 4 because they are similar. I have this little cluster here, and I have these little poinsettias. They're kind of a texture velour, and I have a little cluster here. I have little pom-poms. I did add these white pom-poms to the back, and I did coat it with Mod Podge just to give it more of a durable finish. And then they have some buttons and bells in the middle. So this is the poinsettia one. It has a little opening here, so you could put things in there. And I did put some of this chunky glitter glass on this little pocket here. So there's a little tuck here, and then there's another tuck here. So you have this little card for journaling, and then a little booklet with, you know, some coffee dyed papers. So that's what you have in here. Then you have coffee dyed paper, some graph. This is a belly band with 2 little journal cards for pictures. Here's a pocket, added a little button here. Here's a page from a Christmas book with a house and a little sledder. And then this is a napkin decoupaged on this tag with some eyelash trim. And this has some place that you could add pictures to. And then here's a little side pocket. You have this little card. I need to still distress ink the edges. Here is a recipe card that you could journal on. And then we got coffee dyed paper. There's a little flip, a little rhyme on here. That's from an Ideals magazine, so it flips up. And then you could right there. There's some lined paper. Here's a floating pocket. You added this little tag. You could add a date or whatever you'd like there. And then here's a little place to journal with some coffee dyed paper. This, I also glittered the little girl in this tuck here. You got this tag for journaling, and then you have some paper that you could also journal on. And then here is some stationery, some cute little stamps. Aren't they cute? And then I decoupaged a poinsettia there. This is from an Ideals magazine. And you have coffee dyed paper and a holiday recipe, vintage recipe, champagne party punch, holiday punch. Here is a little flip up, flip down for journaling. Added this dimensional candy cane on there. Here I added rickrack and this dimensional sticker, and then that pops up for journaling. You have coffee dyed paper, some more places to journal. I added this black and gold rickrack trim here, and this is a triple pocket here. You got that pocket, you have this pocket, and then you also have this top pocket to journal. And here's a tuck here, so you could add something. Let's add a little, one of these tiny little tags there. This is the middle of the signature, and you have some buttons and a little jingle bell here. Excuse me. Here's a little tag, and I added this here to it. And then you have some paper to journal. And here's another little recipe card to journal. Added some mini rickrack here. And this cute little tag with some fibers and vintage seam binding. And then here's a tag. Added a little dimensional sticker and some washi. Places to journal, coffee dyed paper, and I added this. Like I saw this on Cheaply Chic. This little rickrack and these banners. Thought that was cute. Here's another cute little stamped Santa tree. I added more of this chunky glitter and stickles to that tuck, and then you have your writing place. And I think I'll add another little tag here. Then you have more holiday punches, coffee dyed. I believe that's an Ideals magazine with a poem. Coffee dyed. Cute little stamps. And then here you have some places to journal or some recipe cards. And then this here is a altered paper clip. And this also opens up, so if you wanted to journal there, you could. And then that paper clips back on there. And it holds those recipe cards. And then you also have a couple of places to journal again. Lined paper, and then coffee dyed paper. And then you could add pictures or whatever you'd like there. This is a poem about wintertime from a magazine or a book. Here's a diagonal pocket with a Santa playing card, a little card for pictures, and then I added this authentic little die cut there. And then here you have a little tag. I added this here. And this I added, and then this can open up. And there's just a little place for a picture, and you could put more things in there. So there's that. Graph and coffee dyed paper. Then I added this little fluffy trim and this Merry Christmas and a Bright New Year. And then you have more little writing spaces. And this is a napkin on here. And another journal card. Or to put a photo on. And then here's your little pom-poms here. So this is called Poinsettia. Well, that's that one. So let's see how much time we have. I think we can probably do this one, and I'm going to call this one the deer. It has, you know, the fuzzy poinsettia leaf and a little cluster. You got the same little red pom-poms. You have a little card that goes in this pocket. You got rickrack here. And this is the same with the booklet in the card. And then this also opens up. And you have your coffee dyed paper and your graph. And then this is your places to put pictures. There. Here's your pocket with the napkin on here and the paper to journal. Little button here. And eyelash trim. This is from a Norman Rockwell book. You have coffee dyed paper, notebook paper. Here's your floating pocket with the papers. Card and your paper to write. Stamp. So stationery music paper and your coffee dyed paper. This is from an Ideals magazine. You could tuck something there. This is from a recipe book about holiday cooking. Here's your flip up, flip down. And this is your flip with the dimensional sticker and the rickrack and the coffee dyed paper. More journaling. Here's your tags in this pocket. Here, this one, and this one. You have a little pom-pom here. And then you could tuck something here. We'll add this little tiny tag. And then you have this tag for journaling, your paper for writing. And you got your buttons and a signature with one little bell. Then you have this tag here, little rickrack there. Here's your recipe card. And then here is a little place to journal. You have this little deer here. Coffee dyed paper, cute little Santa stamp and tree. And then here's your writing. And we'll add a little journal card, extra journal card there. And then a recipe, holiday cooking page. This is from an Ideals magazine about December. Coffee dyed. This is a music sheet. Cute little stamping. And here's where this comes off, and you have your recipes. And that opens up for journaling. And that's the clip there, right there. And then you have your paper, other places to journal. Some more lined paper and coffee dyed paper. This is from that Norman Rockwell. There's Santa. Part of Santa. Here's your diagonal pocket with a card. Tags. And this card here. And here's the little thing that opens with a little card for a picture. We got some ledger, coffee dyed paper. Added rickrack here. This was a napkin on here. Another little place to journal. You got some paper and another place to write. Got your pom-poms here. And it's been decoupage for durability. So there are those two. Maybe I can do the others. This one I'm calling Deer. And I'll quickly go through this one. This I think I called Jingle. Got the same little card here, and your cluster, and your fuzzy little poinsettia, and your pom-poms, and your little booklet, and this little tag, and this here, and your little sparklies in the pocket here, coffee dyed paper, graph, your little cards here, same with here, little button. It's part of a magazine with a tree, music paper, writing. Here's the same thing here with coffee dyed paper booklet. Here we have these little papers and cards, the sparkly on her. Then we have a little stationery. It's cute stamping, coffee dyed. Ideals magazine. It's Christmas in the air, and coffee dyed, and all their recipe with punch. Your little flip up, flip down. Get out a date there. Here's this little flip with the rickrack and the dimensional sticker, your coffee dyed, your line paper. And here's your 3 pockets here. Same tags here and here. We have this here, and here's the middle of this signature. And then we have the little tags there. Another little spot journaling, lined. Tuck here, coffee dyed paper. You got your Santa stamp. You have this for writing. And then I will add this little card here, and then you have your recipe, coffee, ideals, coffee dyed, stamping, and then here's your little opening here for journaling, and that's on a little paper clip, things to journal. So basically the same, little differences, music paper, Christmas tree, tags, playing card, little tag here, that opens up the same. You've got graph paper and coffee paper. A couple things here. This is a tuck. Add that, and then there's your pom-pom. So this one was Jingle. And the last one I won't say is music paper, because there's a little music paper under there. Tucks there, added a little cluster and the fuzzy poinsettia and pom-poms. This is the same with the booklet and the little card and the little tuck here with the glittery coffee and your ledger. And let's pull out for pictures. Little button. This is Norman Rockwell coffee, lined. Here's your little booklet. The floating tag. You could tuck something here too. Put that there. Excuse me. And then you have these little things behind that cute little girl in the red snowsuit. We got stationery and stamping and coffee and Ideals magazine. This is Christmas coffee dyed paper. There's a recipe. Gingerbread men. Excuse me. And here's your little flip up, flip down. So these are fun to make, and I will list them, like I said, in my Etsy pen to paper by Pam. And then you have these tags here. Tags here. A little jar there. Here's your little buttons and bells, tags, recipe card, rick-rack here. That pulls out papers, cute stamps, little elements here. Cute Christmas recipe paper, Ideals magazine, and coffee stamping. And here's the little place for journaling and the recipe cards. And that just goes back on there. And then you have more things here. Then you've got writing, coffee, this little tuck, and then you have Norman Rockwell. And then here's your little pocket and tags here. And then you have this with a little card in there, another little place to journal or put a picture. And you have your ledger, or your ledger, your coffee dyed. And then you have your little pocket here with pretty sparkly trim. So I made it. So I got all 4 journals in this video. And then here's your pom-pom trim on the back. And it's been decoupage also for durability. So once again, I got the music paper one. I have the Jingle. I have the deer one. And the last one is the Poinsettia. So those are the TN size Christmas journals that I've made, and I will list them later this afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Bye-bye.